What the Ghost of Christmas Present is to the Yuletide season, so too Chris Evans is the embodied spirit of the 90s. Booze, birds, footy, and a ruddy good laugh. His Ginger Productions logo even has a wolf whistle in it. '90s Britain wanted to be '60s Britain, in both style and moral attitude, albeit just being ironic, mate. And it's amid this festival of bucket hats and going, "Wahey!" that Chris Evans rose to power. Chris got his start in radio, working for Timmy Mallet, making the jump to television with The Big Breakfast in '92, before breaking out 2 years later to go solo and post Watershed with Don't Forget Your Toothbrush. It's hard to get across how severely enthralled the country was to Evans at this time. A deranged emperor of television and radio. You probably just have to see it for yourself. Don't Forget Your Toothbrush's festive special aired live on Christmas Eve of 1994. Everyone in the audience brings luggage and a passport, as 2 will be chosen to play for a holiday, for which they'll leave immediately.
Oh no, Helen has left Wales without wrapping her presents. Graham came all the way from Aberdeen and still hasn't stuffed his turkey. And has Vicky got the right thing for Auntie Jan back in New Zealand? Who cares? They've all got a chance of winning a luxury holiday to St. Lucia.
Ah, he's a nice boy. Not such an anarchist after all.
2, 3, 4! Silent night, holy night.
The atmosphere at these shows was like a stag do at Jonestown.
One more time now! Sleep in heavenly peace. Good evening and a happy Christmas to you all! It's Christmas Eve now, let's welcome the man who's got more in his sack than most, Jools Holland and his Rhythm and Yuletide Orchestra.
Few are more synonymous with the season than Jools Holland. I'm not saying his live New Year's Eve hootenannies are taped in advance, but last year he stopped for a quick chat with Marcus Licinius Crassus.
Yo ho ho boys!
Starting a breakneck 60 minutes filled with stuff, yet simultaneously containing nothing, he reads out a viewer complaint.
And every time Chris Evans runs up to the camera for a close-up, he's got a booger up his nose. There's the booger! But there's none there tonight, oh no! Because tonight our phrase is, keep your nose clean this Christmas! Because we don't want any boogers! Oops!
The soundtrack to every segment is an audience going completely fucking berserk.
Who'd like a Christmas drink tonight? Would you like a Christmas drink now?
To be in a 90s audience was to agree that you could literally be dragged into the show at any time.
Okay, come with me then. Okay.
So let's just call Toothbrush exactly what it is. It's Noel's house party, which aired on the BBC just an hour earlier. Whereas Noel filled his studio with your Tony Blackburns or Bobbies off the bill, Chris lived off the trendy Cool Britannia reference points from Lads Mags. Though at the time there was a sense of naff Noel as the old guard, and Cool Chris the rebellious young upstart. Both shows shared a near identical structure of manic energy, self-congratulatory noise, and audience participation/humiliation.
By the way, is your name Melissa?
Melanie.
Melanie. Haggis?
Yes.
From Bognor Regis?
Yes.
Good, just want to check. Okay.
I mean, the energy here is pure Edmonds.
Did your mum get you a really embarrassing Christmas sweater in 1988?
Yeah.
Oh no, not a jumper. Don't make me wear a jumper. I'll never live it down.
So this is the first time you've worn this sweater in years, in fact.
Yeah.
This was a Christmas sweater. We all dread to open them tomorrow morning, but no doubt we'll all get them.
And this is just Chris's NTV.
We could be outside your house with our hidden camera. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whichever country you're in, it really could be you. Let's go to the people at home. Hey.
They've even got the same audience.
Good evening.
Good evening, Noel.
You look very happy, doesn't No, you don't look very happy.
Milk! Milk is the right answer. It's doesn't know the taste of lager. Vodka is the right answer. You've just won all this vodka. Here's the vodka. Here's the vodka. This is for you, and this is for you. This is for you.
Musical guest is one of the ancient deities of Christmas, Roy Wood. That wonderful combination of a timeless Christmas song performed by a man who looks like he knocked over Stonehenge by fucking it. Those trademark glasses are more for safety than fashion. One accidental optic blast burned Noddy Holder's sideburn right off. You've got to give it to Chris though. Rarely ever were their audiences as into it as those of Toothbrush. An episode where it's suddenly revealed all of them could win the holiday leads to genuinely the most unhinged reaction ever seen on television, with the final half hour completely lost under bestial shrieking.
Illegal. It's the right answer. Everybody's gonna go
Roy Wood does a quiz about his own career against a superfan.
Tonight's superfan is 30-year-old Martin Kinch from Bicester.
Okay, why was Roy fined £80 in 1976? And now we will know for 5 bonus points, what's so special about Radio 1?
Oh, nothing.
Excuse me a minute, hang on a sec, just gonna make a quick phone call. One sec. Hello, sorry, who's that again?
This is the Holiday Inn Hotel.
Oh, hello. Yeah, my name's Joseph and my wife's name's Mary. Do you have a room for the night?
Yes, we do have 2 rooms available.
No, it's a joke!
And a very good one, Chris, mate.
Oh, listen to that. Oh, yeah. Why are we playing this?
There's barely time to take a breath, as audience members are pulled into another game.
And the number is on the sprout 161. 161. That's your sprout. That's your sprout. Go over there, missus. That's my sprout. Well, come on. It's Zoot from the Muppets. There he is. Okay, because they're going to play. Oh, that's huge.
Demonstrating the reverence to classic era Britain, the prize is a Mini Cooper, like in the Italian Job, along with this mortifying moment in the closing montage. But everything was always so rushed, reliant on members of the public to play their part, and constantly running overtime. A wildcard contestant like this must be Chris's worst nightmare.
Then we go on to Zoot, also known as second sprout, and then finally we go on to third sprout. The Christmas. Okay. Okay, Zoot, calm down. Here we go. Zoot should be on blind date, really, shouldn't he? But to Zoot. What's what?
Christmas Island.
It's the wrong answer, Zoot. Sorry about that. The Jerusalem artichoke for the car. It's the right answer.
In Chris's NTV, they've got 2 minutes to throw 10 specific items out of the window to win £1,000 plus a bonus prize.
Because waiting at the end of your road is a lorry, our lorry, and it's parked there, and inside it has 20 tons of real snow. So you can have a white Christmas this Christmas. There goes the new hay! There goes the Christmas pudding!
Bet Putin got some ideas from this.
8, 7, 6 years, they've got it! There is the lorry, and we're now going to dump 20 tons of snow onto their front lawn for their kids, and the whole street are playing there in Somerset.
Some fairly strong and gusty winds too, with the wetter weather, but also milder. The temperatures much higher down in the south, although they are rather slow to climb.
Enjoy your 20-ton pile of water. There's only 8 minutes to rush through the final quiz.
Who wants to go to St Lucia?
Right,
Enjoying the show?
yes, I think so, thank you.
3, 2, 1. How unfortunate, she's so beautiful and you're so big and strong.
All right, we'll concentrate, let's concentrate.
Well, you're going to St Lucia, you got it right! That's the right answer!
And we end with another song.
Let's hope it's a good one without any fear.
Tell you what, he's a bit more genial than when this happened on The Big Breakfast.
Welcome to the show. It's Tuesday here. Hello, good morning. Big breakfast, as always. No, it's a very special...
You're not going to be able to read that
I'll
now.
tell you what, I'm not doing this bit. I'm going inside, because there was no need for that.
Where's that? What do you want me to do?
But would Chris have been on the naughty list or the nice list? Judging by this prank on Toothbrush's final episode, his stockings must have been filled to the brim with coal.
This is Lisa, our producer. At this part of the show, something else was supposed to happen, and she's got no idea about this. Right, Lisa, if you'd like to look at that monitor there, I've got a question for you. The question is, whose bottom is this?
We'll skip this bit, but yes, he actually showed his producer's bare ass as she sat on the toilet, and as the crowning moment of the gag, played footage of a fart she did while pooing in her own home. Footage now seen by an audience of millions.
Well, we've had a hidden camera in your toilet on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night. And me and your boyfriend have been making excuses to come round to your house to go to the toilet. And in fact, all we were doing was turning the machines on, turning them off, changing the tapes, getting that feast of action.
Do that today and it's prison time. But back then, stick it on telly and you're lauded as a genius with great bloody banter. The year after Don't Forget Your Toothbrush ended, came the series Chris is probably best known for, and edging closer to the millennium, it's the crescendo of the boorish excess of 90s culture.
Is it true that when you were a little girl, your grandfather told you that if you drank a lot of beer, your breasts would grow?
Yeah.
Is that a true story?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Well, look, we've got 6 minutes left, right?
TFI Friday was the era distilled, with celebrity guests interspersed between a collection of running bits, and barely a moment which hasn't aged horribly, like forcing Victoria Beckham to weigh herself right after she'd had a baby, to make sure she was still well fit.
Do you weight back to normal?
Yeah, it is.
Can I check? Do you mind?
Oh no, you did
come
this to
on.
Jerry, didn't you?
Come on.
No, but Jerry was like really small.
Yeah, but it's all right.
This is horrible.
She only got to
Like-
number 2, it's
Oh,
all right.
No. Yeah, number 2's great.
Is it all right,
Right,
number 2?
okay.
You can afford number 2s, can't you? 8 stone's not bad at all, is it? Right, go. 3 months after.
Going out at tea time, there was a late night repeat, post watershed, post pub, with an added rude bit, usually just some tits. It's how style would take the off-camera laughter popularised in The Big Breakfast to rowdy new heights, with the most aesthetically pleasing audience members assembled round an in-studio bar to cheer and wahey everything that happened. Let's take a look at the show from New Year's Eve of 1997, a show titled TFI 1998. Off to a good start, no sleigh bells, but superimposed snow.
Oh, good evening, friends, and thanks for tuning in. In 1 hour from now, it'll be 1998.
Chris kicks off with a cooking tip.
Chipolatas, everyone, right? You've got to stick them to the underside of your toilet seat. When somebody's throwing up in your house tonight, which they will be doing, right, talking to God on the great white telephone, you know, having a word with Huey, right, they'll look up, they'll see the chipolatas and they'll go for it again!
Nah, they don't make telly like that anymore. Great days.
And I know that because this week I was exceedingly drunk and did throw up in a toilet. And do you know why I was drinking? I was drinking for a good cause. What cause? Cause I'm an alcoholic.
For tonight's live music, there's the band who provided TFI's entrance riff for all its guests, and your dad's favourite listen while he wanks straight into the kitchen bin, Ocean Colour Scene. Plus Mark Owen in his I'm a proper indie musician solo phase. By the way, Chris definitely didn't get into this to get off with hot women.
Happy New Year! You can't say Happy New Year enough, can you? No, Happy New Year! Happy New Year, everyone! Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! You have to excuse my onion breath.
Oh, it's all right. I'll excuse any breath of yours.
Melinda Messenger, as 90s as talking telephone numbers and Jeremy Spake.
At the beginning of this year, this time last year, you were Ickle Melinda Messenger.
Yes. I still am.
Well,
I haven't grown. Well.
Has it been the best year of your life, would you say?
It has. It's been the most amazing year of my life.
It's all downhill from here. Still, it did pick up again.
Melinda, what a year it's been for you.
Oh, it's been fantastic.
Okay, 10 things that are going to happen to Melinda Messenger in 1998.
Oh, right.
Just say yes or no. In 1998, Melinda Messenger will go gay.
No.
In 1998, Melinda Messenger will totally lose it and call Zoe Ball a slut.
Ask anyone now what the new year will bring, and they'll probably say wildfires, another pandemic, complete collapse of global infrastructure. So it's interesting to see which world issues most concerned the people of 1998.
Do you have any predictions?
Predictions?
Yeah.
Well, I reckon Bentley Rhythm Ace are going to get to #1.
Okay.
Definitely, absolutely. Do you reckon?
Okay, and you're...
I reckon Liam and Patsy will have a baby.
Liam and Patsy will have a baby.
Yes,
That's your
I
prediction.
reckon.
Just like Toothbrush, it's packed with things, like eating a live maggot,
Them boys is tasty.
and spending absolutely ages laughing at an alarm clock like a stoned teenager for a room full of sycophants.
Gets better.
Such a tragedy Princess Di didn't live to see this. Or indeed this next game.
Yes, no, so it's been a year of change. So now we've got a little thing, a little play, a little game called Out with the Old and In with the New.
Each guest has undergone a change in the last year, and we have to guess what that was.
Okay, so here comes our first player. Mwah! Now, first of all, your name and a little clue as to how you've changed in the last 12 months.
My name is Sam, and I've had my boobs done.
Well, no, hang on a minute. That wasn't really a clue, that was giving the game away, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know, but there are 32B.
And what are they now?
32D.
32D. Well, thank you very much for playing the game. Sorry, it's player number 3, but I thought it was player number 4 because there are 2 of them again.
And I've had my tits done.
She's had a test. Okay.
They were a 34B.
And what are they now?
They're now 34D.
Thanks for playing the game. Hi. How are you? Eyeline, Chris, eyeline.
They were a B, 32B.
And now they're
32D.
Thanks for playing the game.
Amidst all this mad laddism, some surprisingly forward thinking, at least in the Evans style.
You're my favourite person on today's show. Rory, tell them what happened this year to you.
Well, 12 months ago I was a woman, but now I'm a man.
What about the football then, eh? What about the rugby? You also had them done. The other way around. Thank you very much for playing the game.
Evans has gone woke. TFI has fallen.
Well, that was all good, wasn't it? I like him, her, him, them.
Early days. The ad breaks are another glorious time capsule, pretty much a whole decade crammed into 3 minutes, with tango clowns.
Run, you large, slow clowns! Yes!
Big engines and booze. Sexy Coke men.
Diet Coke.
And Duke Nukem.
Hail to the king, baby.
Maggots repeat on you. A lot of people say to me, they've said to me over the last 12 months, you know, Chris, what is it like being you? Well, back to the old chipolatas. I'll tell you what it's like being me. It's sort of like that.
I think that's more what it's like for your colleagues. Anyone know what the date is?
Welcome back, you orchestra of watching Phils. It's New Year's Eve, for heaven's sake. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year, everyone. Hello, Mum.
More guests in Frank Skinner, another face on the Mount Rushmore of 90s.
Okay,
speaking of changes in 1997,
yeah, go on.
I was living on the ground floor in my flat, and I've moved to the flat upstairs.
Wow.
Yeah, I was 32B, and now I'm 32D!
Lovely stuff.
There's always someone worse off.
But you had a cracking
sort of
time.
a 98 is Gary Glitter looking forward to.
And because what's better than ruddy football? Des Lynam.
Stay with us, don't go anywhere.
Lovely
Stay
to see
here.
you.
Stay
Happy
here.
New Year, everybody. Happy New Year.
There are many ways to celebrate the turn of a new year. Quiet night with loved ones, crying while watching Graham Norton with the sound right up so you can't hear the parties next door, or sat in front of TFI Friday.
Take it away.
In rare moments as these, we can put aside our differences and recognise we are all brothers and sisters. Chris Evans, Des, Melinda, women whose tits used to be small but are now big. By this point, your man off Ocean Colour Scenes had a few.
Don't swear!
At that stage of drunkenness where you start quoting the Fast Show on live TV.
Steve and Sally! Steve came back off his holidays especially to perform tonight. Thanks for coming back. Ocean Colour Scene here.
But then, as inevitably happens with frivolity, things get way out of hand.
Happy New Year to everybody with the best song of the year. With respect.
Listen, I agree.
Respect.
I'll agree that.
Okay.
This is Chumbawamba.
Chumbawamba.
The best song of the year.
And Tub Thumping.
I'll get pissed and
Even in the anything goes Wild West of 1998, swimming in booze and going wahey at fannies, it's all banter until someone says the word pissed 3 hours into the watershed. Oh no, that's my career over.
I cannot